Just hear a sleigh bells ringling, ting, ting, tingling too. We're all together for a sleigh ride together with you. Okay, you ready for this sleigh ride? Because I'm telling you, you got an awesome teacher coming on right now. I get real giddy when I introduce Deanne. Yes, she's my sister director. And she's going to be teaching us today or tonight, whenever you're watching this, about trunk selling. But this is what I know about this wonderful woman, this very talented and creative woman. Last year, hear these numbers. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? You might need to sit down because they're pretty great. Last year, during the season, when she started with her open house and through December up until Christmas, she sold $8,000 during Christmas time. How incredible is that? And the year before that, $10,000. And this is what I know about this girl. She does it with excellence. And so it's my honor and it's my privilege for you to meet and to be taught by the master, Mrs. Deanne Masters. Woo!
Man, work your Mary Kay till you can get introduced like that. That'll make anybody's day. That's awesome. Thank you, Danielle. I love it. Okay, so I get to train you guys today on trunk show selling. And I have to tell you, Pepper's going to join us, of course. This is one of my favorite things about my business. And I think it's one of my favorite things about my business because you can make a lot of money really fast. I don't know about y'all, but at Christmas, I like a little extra cash. So, and I really do enjoy getting to decorate the gifts and just get out and about, meet new people, and do something different. So I'm going to kind of go through the like who, what, when, where, wow, how this works at trunk show selling. And so what I'm going to start by telling you is what I'm selling is baskets that I make of Mary Kay products. And if you've seen me do a training on that before, we could spend an hour and a half training on that in itself. But what you need to know is what you're selling needs to be top of the line, Mary Kay Cosmetics. We would all be proud to represent what you're selling. It needs to look like it's worth the $50 you're asking for it, or the $100 or whatever you're asking. If you saw it in a store and you walked past it with somebody else's, would you think, oh my gosh, that looks a little overpriced? Or would you think, oh my gosh, that's such a great deal for what that looks like it has? And so I hope that's okay, but I felt like there really wasn't enough time to teach you how to make the baskets. So if we need to do something separate, we will do that. I have some handouts that we'll send out with this that will totally help with a supply list and what to put in them, because that's really fun. But so that's kind of your what. What I'm selling is Mary Kay products packaged cutely, and not necessarily Christmas, maybe just red and different colors, in the back of my trunk, just driving around town. It's also really important to sell at price points that start about $10 to $15 and go up to normally $100, $150, and to sell in fives. Normally when you're doing this, you're going to be meeting people that are on the fly really quickly. And so keep it simple, sweeties, that Mary Kay always taught. And that's very, very important when it comes to this. So definitely always in fives. Okay, so that's kind of the what. So next we're going to talk about is who. Who are we? Who's our target market when we're doing this? Excuse me. So trunk show selling mostly to men, mostly to people who don't want to go to the mall, who don't want to go to Dillard's, they don't want to go to wherever and find a gift for their special someone. And so, you can go to places where there's car dealerships auto body places, construction places, I find that it's normally the easiest, excuse me, with labor type people, people that are working for, of course, people that are out working. Okay, these are going to be the people that really don't want to go to the mall. We're really tired of their wife saying, "You didn't buy me anything for Christmas," because I can't tell you how many times I've heard that is, "Oh my gosh, thank you for coming by and making this so easy because my wife really likes something for Christmas and I just don't ever know what to buy her." So we so appreciate you. So mostly to men. Obviously, there will be women in these places as well, and invite them too. You never know. But I would say most of it is them. But like I said, car dealerships, auto bodies, construction, anywhere like that. And you just go into a place of business, and you will always want to be respectful of what they have going on. And so I would go in and ask to speak to the manager, and I would say, "Hi, my name is Deanne, and I have some really cute Christmas gifts wrapped and ready to go in my car. And I just wanted to know if you cared if I talked to some of the guys in the shop and see if they were interested in looking." And when I very first did this, I kind of thought, that's kind of sounds like a crazy thought. But you would be surprised, it's not in the abnormal for them. And so most of the time they're just like, "Oh yeah, sure, whatever. Just as long," sorry, somebody called me. "Just as long as they're not busy." And so I say, "Oh, okay, great, thank you." I said, "Do you want to be the first one to come look? And do you want to bring some of the guys with you?" Because normally if they're the manager, they're going to look around, see who's not busy. They're going to know who's going to be interested in stuff like that. And so they're going to help get you started. And so I take them out and I open my trunk and they go, "Oh my gosh, those are so pretty." And I say, "Thank you so much. We're selling skincare and cosmetics and hand lotions, foot stuff. Do you know, do you have a price point?" And they'll be like, "Well, show me what you got for 40 bucks." So literally I just look in the trunk and pick out the ones that are about 40 bucks and I show them to them. I have a hand set. Remember, keep it simple. Hand set. I may have a hand and a lip set. I may have a perfume with a teddy bear. These are your options for $40. Or if you wanted to go up to 50, you could get XYZ. And normally, as crazy as it sounds, they're like, "Oh, okay, I'll take that one." I say, "Okay, do you want to do cash or card?" Run their cash or card, give it to them. I take the little tag on the back that I normally put on there so I make sure I know what I sold and go on my way, talk to the next guy. So that's who we do. Um, so we've done who and what. Now we're going to do when. So my personal opinion is women normally are shopping in November and men start thinking about it in December. So I normally focus all of my attention on these, with my open house and meeting up with customers and all that kind of stuff in November. And then first week of December, I start with gentlemen. And a little tip that I have about that is you have some time to know the places you want to go, and it's really, really smart to call them and say, "I want to do some Christmas. I want to bring by some Christmas gift sets. Do you mind telling me what day you guys get paid?" And they'll tell you they don't care. And so then that way you can kind of plan around when you go, because if you go on the 10th and they get paid on the 15th, you're not going to get the same results as if you went on the 15th or the 16th. So just FYI there. Okay, another tip I have is when you're packing your trunk, make for sure you put a white tablecloth in the bottom of your trunk or like the back of your car, whatever kind of car you have. Most of the Christmas baskets pop really pretty off of white. And so when you put white under it, just makes it like the glitter, like, I don't know, it makes it like crazy times better. But don't spend a whole lot of time like decorating the back of your trunk or you're putting a whole bunch of other stuff back there. That's totally fine if that's something you want to do, but spend most of your time making baskets and taking them places. Because that's where you're going to get the most bang for your buck. And maybe it's just me, but I want to put as much as I can in the trunk. So when I sell it, I can be done for the day and go make some more. And so I've always just kind of done that, just gift sets. And you want to have, remember, price points between $10 to $150. And make for sure that you take extra business cards. Because there will be people that say, I can't do it right now, but I would love another way to get in contact with you. And here's what I always say. I always say, I totally don't mind leaving your business card, but I'm being totally honest that these are all one-of-a-kind gifts in the fact that if you really love, like, this bear with this basket with this perfume, that's the only one I have. And so I just don't want you to be disappointed if I come back and I don't have that. I just want to let you know. And so sometimes that'll go ahead and get them to make that decision on the way. But business cards, just in case they want another way to get in contact with you, that's always smart. And take samples of perfumes. So that way they have an idea what they're smelling. Most of the men, if they're going to buy a perfume for their wife, they want to smell it first. And so that always helps sell a little bit extra. And I think that's it. But just remember, keep it simple. Be super friendly with them. Just like friendly and don't have a scowl look on your face. Nobody wants to talk to a scowl-looked person. Be friendly, be excited, be there to help them and listen to what they're saying. And it can be lots of fun. You can make lots of extra Christmas cash. So I hope that was helpful. Do you girls have any questions that maybe I forgot?
Oh my gosh, Deanne, I have to share. I have watched you in action. One time, I just didn't believe it. She was selling so much. I was like, I don't believe this. So I went to Amarillo, and we got in her car, and she had the trunk packed. And we went to this dealership, and they told her yes. And the guys literally opened, like, the overhead doors. I'll never forget it. And she drove in the place. Just drove on up in their shop.
Oh, yeah.
She would get one coming on this side, take his money, then she go find her another one on this side. We sat there. I watched her take in like $400 or $500. I mean, 10 minutes, she gets in the car, back out of there. Next place we go. I was shocked. And then I came home and she called me and she said the next day they had went to one and the guy asked her how much for the whole trunk. She sold him the whole trunk.
Yeah.
For everybody he was shopping for. And so you guys, her baskets look beautiful. That's one thing I've learned from you, Deanne. They look beautiful. People would want to buy them. Spend the extra time on wrapping. I loved, that was so smart to call and ask when their payday was. So stinking smart. I will tell you guys my thought on this. This is not one of my strengths. So I do trunk selling, but it's more to my customers that didn't come to my open house. That's my strength. But this is definitely a strength of yours, Deanne. Thank you for sharing. Somebody else have a thought they want to throw in? Okay. Lacey.
Oh, the vouchers. Drum roll. If you just watched this video, you send a Voxer to your director with your thoughts, and those are the mandatory 5,000 points you'll get. Send the Voxer to your director. Bonus points. Here's how you can get the bonus points. You have professional business cards, or you order them. Send your director a picture of your card. You will get 5,000 bonus points for sending your director a picture of your card. Plan a day to take your gift-giving services on the road. Vox your director with your plan. You'll get another 5,000 bonus points. And finally, make a list of places you plan to visit. Vox your director about why you picked those places, and you too will receive an additional 5,000 points.
Love it. Love it. Well, anything else to say to the people besides bye? I think that's it. Bye, y'all.
Road.